Hello there. Today we are going to learn how to solve multiple choice questions in IELTS or TOEFL or Duolingo or GRE or any other exams. So whatever the exam that you have, but if it is multiple choice questions, now we will learn some strategies and smart techniques that will help you to figure out the correct answer and to find or to remove all suspicious choices. So here, actually, we are going to divide it into two or three parts, this lesson. Now we are in part one. So what I am asking you is to read these strategies very carefully to understand each one separately. So for the first one, it says that read the question carefully. Sometimes and most of the times that we are going to see that most questions are some tricky and some of them are not. So we are not talking about non-tricky questions. Of course, we are going to talk about tricky questions. So in the tricky questions, most of the time you will notice that some words that will really help you to find the correct answer easily without any like spending so much time or even that without like thinking twice. So you first, before reading the choices, you need to first read question very carefully. So underline keywords and understand exactly what is being asked. Like, when the questioner asks about like when. So here, trying to ask about specific time, right? That we have about time series maybe. Or when he or she asks about where, so he's talking or she is talking about a specific place. So here, if you find like one or two options that including time and the questioner already asking about where or using where, so in this case you don't need to think about these two options. You can just eliminate them and think about the rest. So the first important thing is to read the question very carefully and trying to understand what is the questioner what is the questioner's purpose of that question? What he or she trying to ask you about? Because if you have four options, so try if you read the question very carefully and you understand the aim of the question or the aim of the questioner, believe me, you can easily eliminate at least two, and you will have only two options, and you will just think about which one will be correct by applying the other strategies. Second one, we have redact the answer. Yeah, why not? But be careful. Here, I am not trying to tell you select the correct answer. No, I am trying to say redact the answer. It's just a reduction now. We are just a simple reduction. We are not talking about final answer. So it's just redact because when you read the question and when you read the options, you will say that like in the first time you will say, okay, it's option B. Like this is okay, first decision. It's not final decision. So first decision is very important. This case, try to be careful about it because your prediction is very important to find the correct answer. It might be correct, it might be not. So it's not final now. But the prediction means that you understood the question. Because, second point is just came after the first one. After you just wrote a question, you understood the question, so you can make a prediction. Making a prediction is very correct and it's very useful actually strategy to guide you to the final and correct answer. So prediction is very important. Never, never underestimate it. So we are now just understood the question and we made a prediction. Third one, or it says here, try to guess the answer before looking at the options. Here is another option. Yeah, predict the answer. Like uh, the question is, what is the average of salaries in, for example, in Spain? So maybe maybe. I don't know, maybe you are living in Spain or you have some friends living there, so you can make a prediction, simple prediction about the monthly average salaries in Spain. So in this case, you have a prediction. Okay, so maybe you might ask, okay, what about if I don't know the prediction or if I don't know the answer? Like I am living in Africa, I don't know, I don't have any information about Spain. So in this case, again, you can make a prediction. Like the economy in Spain is high, so it's good, and it's something like blah blah blah. So you can, in this case, make some prediction, right? So it's in Europe. This information, I guess you all know. So like salaries in Europe, like what about their life in Europe? You have, like these styles and these things, so you can make symbol reduction. I am not telling you to give the correct answer in the beginning. No, you are now just making a reduction. So when you read the options, you might get surprised because why your reduction it is in the options. So in this case, believe me, before you don't need to spend 1 second more to be sure that this option is correct because you found it and you said this option before seeing or reading the choices. So it means this is the correct one and it will save your time. Third one says that analyze all options. That's very great thing. Now we predict the answer. So now I need to analyze. Even if I predict the answer, now I need to analyze all options. I need to understand all options. Some of them or some of the options, like one option or two options, will be very faint. So you can eliminate them immediately. But for some tricky questions, for some tricky exams, they are making all options are logically, right? So, when you see an option says that the life in Africa is more expensive than in Europe, so this is not logic. So you can easily eliminate it. That's why I am asking you to analyze all options. So eliminate clearly wrong answers. What I mean in wrong answers. Now you are not, you don't have such information about the correct answer. Like you didn't decide yet which option is correct. So, and which option is wrong. But I told you that some options are not logic. Like I can tell you that in the winter, the temperature in Africa is like around -10. So it is not logic. We all know. because from our experience, from our life, from our knowledge, we know this is not logic. So we can eliminate it. Watch for partial truths and distractors. What I mean here, what you will have? You will have three categories: wrong answers, that you are sure that those answers are incorrect. You have some partial truth, and you have some like 100% sure about the information. Now, we are not talking about partial truths or something. We are talking, you can divide them. Yes, why not? Like option A, option B, both are partial truth. So I will keep them later. Option C, option D are non-logic options. So I'm going to eliminate them. So what you will have now, you will have two options, A or B. And now you are thinking which one is the correct one. You like 1 second you say A, 1 second you say B. So in this case, we are going to learn how to be sure that 100% that one is correct in the rest of the strategies. So fourth one says that use processes of elimination, as I told you. Cross out extreme, off topic, or contradicted options, as I told you. So not logic, out of topics, like maybe he is talking about economic crisis in some countries, and in the options you will see something is not relating with finance or with economic crisis or something. So it's out of topic, so you can easily eliminate it. And here, as I told you, BOE. So this is a BOE, a process of elimination. Actually, there is a book. Actually, I will put the link of the book. It's explaining about the process of elimination. Like how can you be sure this option needs to be eliminated. So process of elimination, believe me, it is a big lesson. So, and there is a book explains the best processes of eliminations. I will just put the link after just enter the video in the bio so you can find it. And I guess it is not free one, so you can buy it. And believe me, it's really deserves to and it's very worthy to have it, because it will teach you the best strategies of process of elimination. Because in the processes of elimination, there's around 10 processes, techniques, that how can you decide this option is should be eliminated. Because okay, we agreed that out of topic, but sometimes for some questions, all of them are logic, all of them are within the topic. So you need to remove one or two, at least one, like, so you will have less options, because when you will have less options, you will have a high opportunity to find the correct one. So anyway, I will leave the book, the link of the book in the bio under the video. You can just see it there and buy it from the website. So go back to the text or audio. Yeah, this is for IELTS or TOEFL. So why you need to go back? Because you are not going to memorize all information. So you need to scan and skim in reading. Take notes and listen to keywords in listening. Yeah, in listening, we will explain actually in the following lessons the best techniques how to take notes. Of course, in the listening part, you will listen some keywords. Keywords here means definition